Hey guys, welcome to another video. I want to share some information on the new Bitcoin ETF from ProShares, symbol BITO, BITO or BITO. Found out some interesting stuff regarding the options, which made me very excited, and I want to share that with you. Let's jump right in. First off, let's cover something important. This is the ProShares website regarding BITO, the Bitcoin Strategy ETF. The most important and differentiating factor between using this ETF is that the fund doesn't actually own any Bitcoin. So you're not really directly owning Bitcoin, you're trading the futures. So why does that matter? It matters because the futures have some dynamics and features that will erode some of the value in the fund. So it is not a great long-term vehicle for trading Bitcoin. So keep that in mind, that if you truly want to own Bitcoin, this ETF is not going to be the best vehicle. However, there are some features, because it is allowed to exist, people can put it in regular traditional accounts quite easier. So like an IRA or a Roth retirement account or some self-directed 401ks. You can do a lot more now that this is allowed in those accounts. It just goes straight in like a normal stock. And also very it doesn't, I don't think it'll show it on here. This is the fund. It's trading $39 right now. This is what's in there, the futures. But the thing that I'm very excited about is you can trade options on it. And there's a lot of cool strategies you can do with the options. Here I've got the BITO. This is on the E-Trade platform, but this is a BITO, the ProShares ETF. And look at this. You look at all these different months, and there's options, and they're trading. There's a lot of open interest. There's a lot of volume, which is great. Now, the reason I like them is not because the leverage, because you can control more or do that, do that risky stuff. But the reason I like them is because you can trade non-directional. Now, sometimes you don't know which way it's going to go, so you do non-directional strategies. Or maybe you can do a covered call. There's a bunch of strategies you can do using options. Now, it's great because you can do these strategies. For example, maybe we look at the way far out. This is the furthest month out, the January 2024. If you were very bullish on BITO, you can try to find a put to sell, which means they'll pay you to buy it. The 21, if the BITO is at 40, someone will pay you $600, over $600 to buy 100 shares at 21. If it never goes to 21, then you just keep the premium. Okay, that's one idea. I think Bitcoin will go down first, and then continue. Okay. But so I wouldn't necessarily do that. Okay, so if we look at where are we? At the 40 call, I might do a call spread. So I might sell the at the money and buy out of the money. I would do like the put side, or I would do a call spread where I would collect this premium up here and hope it just drifts lower. And then at a certain point, I would want to get some bullish trades. Let's go look at the Bitcoin chart so we get some more clarity. But just know that this does exist. You can do any different month, many different strikes. Finally, lastly, I have here a chart of Bitcoin, the actual Bitcoin, the one you use like your Coinbase account or you buy in the crypto sphere. This is the real deal, not the futures. And it's still in an uptrend. Bitcoin is still on a tear. It tried to go lower. It couldn't crack 30,000, so it's retesting the highs. And this is still an uptrend. until it takes out that 30,000. So I don't know what it's going to do. I would expect it to cool off, but you know, it's in an uptrend. Maybe it goes higher. Maybe people are saying it goes to 100,000. I have no idea. But if you're wrong, you have all this risk below. Okay. If you look at the RSI and the weekly, as long as it stays above 50, we're in a bull move. We've been in a bull move since March of 2020. And let me put the log on just so we look at this. When it's really cheap, when it's really beat up, it's below that moving average, is that 10 period that I have here, and we have a weak RSI. We never got down there. It never got super weak. Okay, we never took out any of the lows. That was just the first low we made. So I think there's a lot of risk between 10,000 and 60,000. I think there's risk there. So I'm a little scared to buy something like this. I'm actually putting sideways trades. I'm willing to get paid. I think it cools off right here. Here's the daily. I just switched over to the daily. Here's a little bit of a hinge on the RSI. It looks like it wants to pull back, but you know, it could just be taking a break till it goes higher. You know, I have no idea where this is going, but when I see this type of action, I'll put on a call spread, and you know, worst case, I'll lose money, but I won't lose a lot of money. If it goes up and then comes down and it finds support, like here I'll draw. If it takes off and then sits here and then goes up higher, then it's gonna keep going higher. If it does something different, like go up and then fail, then I'll be right in believing that it's too strong and it needs to pull back in the long term. But that's the market. That's what makes a horse race. Nobody's going to be able to predict the future. Those hardcore guys are very bullish on Bitcoin. They say it always goes up and they never worry about the downside. That's not me, but I hope you found this video useful regarding the BITO, BITO ETF, and stay safe. This is not a recommendation for anything. And of course, as you know, you can lose money, so keep that in mind.